Hi there! In this video, we will be building a simple yet fun circuit using an Arduino device. This circuit will increment and decrement the number displayed on the 7-segment display by pressing the two buttons. Let's get started. So here are the few materials you will need. We have the Arduino Uno R3, which comes with a USB Type B cable. This is a common anode 7-segment display in LED, 270 ohm resistors, a breadboard, and two tactile switches. So we're going to use these components on this activity. I show to you the schematic diagram of how our circuit will gonna look like. So with these components, we're gonna use this to build our circuit, and I will show to you later the circuit demonstration. So here is our finished circuit, and as you can see, it is quite similar to the fashion from the schematic diagram based on the jumper wire colors. So this is our 7-segment display that it will show the numbers will be incrementing and decrementing. This is the first tact switch that will be used to increment the number shown on the 7-segment display. This is the second tact switch that will be used to decrement. Also, we have connected the 7-segment display to the breadboard using jumper wires. And we have assigned the pins 4 to pins 10 here as an output to control each of the 7-segment display. We have also connected the two tact switches to control the increment and decrement of the number shown on the 7-segment display. And as you can see, it is connected from the pin 2 for the tact switch number 1, or the increment tact switch, and this pin 3 is the decrement tact switch. So here is the decrementing tact switch. Finally, we will have to connect this Arduino device into our PC later, so that we'll have to start with our coding process. To begin with our coding process, open the Arduino IDE and create a new sketch by clicking on the File menu and select New. Next, begin the coding process by defining the pins from the 7-segment display and the two tactile switches. In the setup function, the pins are set as an output for the segments and inputs for the buttons, with pull-ups resistors being enabled. The display is then set to display the number 0 initially. In the loop function, the states of the two buttons are read and stored. The display is updated whenever either button is pressed. The display read function takes a number as an input and writes the corresponding binary value to the segment pins, thus lighting up our corresponding segments to display the numbers. On your board and ports, you're using this specific device. In this case, I'm using an Arduino Uno R3 connected in COM to the 7th port. Finally, upload the code from the Arduino device by clicking the upload button or using the Ctrl-U shortcut. Once the upload is complete, you should see the number displayed on the 7-segment display, which change whenever press the tactile switches. So I already connected my Arduino device to my laptop, and I also connected this Arduino power supply. So initially, when the power supply goes up, it displays 0. So whenever I press this tact switch number 1, it goes increment until it reaches its maximum. So whenever it reaches a maximum, it goes back again to 0, and it will start incrementing again. So if I press the decrement button, in this case the switch 2, it goes decrement, and if it reaches its minimum, it goes back again to the 9. So, and that's it. You have now a simple circuit that increment and decrement the number displayed on the 7-segment display. Feel free to modify the code and build on top of this project.